Police, Taipei attack planned for over a year. Taichung police warn of night ticket scams on threads. Opposition moves to impeach President Lai. U.S. seizes second oil tanker off Venezuela's coast. North Korea stole billions in crypto in 2025. Australia announces sweeping gun buyback program. China discovers Asia's largest undersea gold deposit. How maths can help you wrap your presents better.
Hello, I'm Jasmine. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It is Monday, December 22nd, Mathematics Day, and here are your top stories. In local news, Taipei police reported on the aftermath of a shocking random attack on December 19th, which left multiple people injured and several dead. A 27-year-old suspect, Zhang Wen, had planned the attack for over a year. He used smoke bombs and weapons in MRT passageways and near Eslet Nanxi. Investigators found no evidence of links to Chinese individuals. Police confirmed the attack was premeditated, with equipment purchased starting in early 2024. Taichung will host its New Year's Eve concert at Sheinan Central Park on December 31st, featuring metal pop star Jam Shao returning after 5 years. Police warn that scams and threats, especially cheap concert tickets offers, have surged. In November alone, 44 online shopping fraud cases were reported, with most linked to tickets and celebrity merchandise scams. Opposition lawmakers are escalating tensions in Taiwan's parliament after President Lai Ching-te's administration refused to sign and implement a revised fiscal law. The KMT and TPP caucuses plan to launch impeachment proceedings this week. Hearings, public briefings, and a voting timetable are expected to prolong the political confrontation. And in global news, according to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the U.S. has seized an oil tanker that had recently departed from Venezuela. It is the second time this month that an oil-carrying ship has been seized off the country's coast. The move comes after President Donald Trump said on Tuesday that he was ordering a blockade of sanctioned oil tankers entering and leaving Venezuela.
Venezuela has described the latest U.S. move as theft and kidnapping. It has previously accused the Trump administration of trying to steal its resources. The operation was led by the U.S. Coast Guard, similar to the operation earlier this month. The ship was boarded by a specialized tactical team and was in international waters when it was taken. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem shared a 7-minute video of the operation on X. It shows U.S. helicopters landing on the deck of a ship with the name Centuries written on the side. It is a Panamanian-flagged ship, but in the past 5 years it has also sailed under the flags of Greece and Liberia.
For the second year in a row, North Korea's fast cryptocurrency hacking operation has broken its own record, stealing $2.02 billion in 2025, a report republished by the blockchain watchdog company. Chainalysis found that North Korea surpassed its previous record of $1.3 billion in hacked and stolen cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, that brings the country's total stolen crypto to around $6.75 billion. The total amount of stolen cryptocurrency worldwide rose to $3.4 billion.
A significant portion of that total comes from the hack of the Dubai-based cryptocurrency exchange Bybit this year. The hackers, who worked for North Korea's elite government hacking squad, stole around $1.5 billion, mostly in Ethereum, in February. Chainalysis is one of a growing number of companies that map the sprawling network of cryptocurrency transactions, including tracing hacked funds as they are laundered by criminals. The United Nations and private researchers have long accused North Korea, beset by international sanctions and with relations with only a handful of countries, of using hackers to steal cryptocurrency to help fund its nuclear weapons and missile programs.
Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said Australia will launch a national gun buyback scheme following the mass shooting in Sydney, as hundreds of surfers and swimmers paddled out at Bondi Beach to honor the victims. The buyback would be similar to gun reforms introduced soon after the 1996 Port Arthur massacre in Tasmania, when a lone gunman killed 35 people, prompting authorities to implement some of the world's toughest gun laws.
15 people were killed and dozens wounded at Bondi after 2 gunmen opened fire on people celebrating Hanukkah, the Jewish festival of lights. A 50-year-old gunman, who was killed at the scene, held a firearms license and had 6 guns registered, drawing criticism that Australia's gun laws needed an overhaul. The government would target surplus, newly banned and illegal firearms, with the costs shared between the federal and state governments. Following the Port Arthur massacre, Australia announced a gun buyback scheme and secured the surrender of about 640,000 prohibited firearms nationwide. The total cost of compensation to owners was about $201 million.
China has hit another jackpot with an undersea yellow metal deposit off the coast of Laizhou in Shandong province. The latest discovery marks the largest gold find in Asia in terms of undersea deposits. The discovery has taken the total proven reserves in Laizhou to more than 3,900 tons, about 26% of the national total, ranking its first in both gold reserves and output in China. Yantai City's government revealed the information at a conference reviewing its current 5-year plan and outlined the next one.
The authorities have so far not disclosed the actual size of the undersea gold deposit. The discovery is the latest in a series of gold finds that suggest China's gold reserves may be much larger than earlier estimates. Last month, China announced the discovery of its first super-large, low-grade gold deposit in the northeastern province of Liaoning. The deposit has confirmed reserves of 1,444.49 tons, which the Ministry of Natural Resources described as the largest single gold deposit found since the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949. China is the world's largest producer of gold ore, with output reaching 377 tons last year.
Perhaps the easiest item on your wrapping list this year will be cube-shaped boxes, but many of us still struggle to cut the right amount of paper to cover even the simplest gift shape. We might end up with extra paper folded messily at the ends, or we come up short and need to apply some surgical skill to fashion an insert to ensure total coverage. However, there's a neat formula developed by Sarah Sanders, a mathematician in the UK, that can help not only reduce waste but also align patterns at the seams.
First, measure your box's height and multiply it by 1.5. Then measure the diagonal of the box's largest side from corner to corner and add the 2 figures together. This gives you the dimensions of the square of wrapping paper you need to cut. For example, if you're wrapping a cube that measures 4.5 centimeters diagonally and 3 centimeters tall, you need a 9 centimeters by 9 centimeters square of paper. Here comes the clever bit. Place your gift on the paper and rotate it so it sits diagonally in the center. Carefully bring the 4 corners of the paper into the center, tucking in the tabs at each corner of the box under the larger flaps as you fold them in. You should be able to secure the paper with just 3 small pieces of tape, and if you're using striped paper, the pattern may even line up at the joins.
The answer for last Friday was C, in French. The new regulation may infringe on citizens' right to privacy. Did you answer correctly? Now let's dive into today's news. U.S. seizes second oil tanker off Venezuela's coast. Number 1. Seize, 抓住. The police seized the stolen goods from suspect's house. Number 2. Blockade, 封锁. The army set up a blockade to prevent supplies from reaching the city. Number 3. Surpass, 超越. Her performance this year surpassed all expectations. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment sections. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. Originated in India, the day is closely associated with one individual. Mathematics Day is observed on December 22nd because it marks the birthday of the country's most respected mathematician, Srinivasa Ramanuja. a mathematical genius of the highest order. He was born in 1887 and lived under British rule in India. The day celebrates and appreciates the contribution of mathematics to individuals and to the world at large. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to turn into FUNDAY News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Jasmine, your host. I'll see you next time.